just ordered the court to give Diddy the maximum sentence, and things got real fast. Let's be real for a second. We've all seen celebrity scandals before. But this is on a whole different level. Imagine the former president of the United States stepping in and saying, "Give him the maximum sentence." That's exactly what's happening right now between Donald Trump and Sean Diddy Combs, and trust me, the story behind it is wild. It all started with a string of allegations against Diddy. For months, his name has been splashed across headlines, from lawsuits to shocking testimonies. And every time you thought it couldn't get worse, another twist dropped. But no one saw this twist coming. Trump himself reportedly stepping in, pushing for the harshest possible punishment. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Trump and Diddy? They've crossed paths before. Back in the day, the two were part of the same high-profile circles, glitzy events, luxury parties, mutual billionaire friends. But those connections? Completely shattered now. Trump's stance isn't just a casual opinion. Sources close to him say he's furious over what's been revealed in court, especially after recent evidence hinted at darker, more disturbing activities. From Trump's perspective, this isn't just about one man's crimes. It's about making an example. In his words, the law should be equal for everyone. No special treatment because you're famous. And whether you love Trump or hate him, that's a statement that's been making waves. Court insiders say the maximum sentence Trump is referring to could mean decades behind bars, possibly even life. That's not hyperbole. Given the nature of the charges and the weight of the testimonies, legal analysts believe it's entirely possible. But here's the kicker. Public opinion is split right down the middle. On one side, you've got people saying, finally, someone's holding celebrities accountable. On the other, some argue Trump is inserting himself into a case that should be handled purely by the courts. Either way, the media frenzy is impossible to ignore. Every major outlet is covering the case, social media is in overdrive, and the public is hanging on every update. But let's zoom in for a moment. Diddy's legal team isn't taking this lying down. They've been firing back hard, questioning the credibility of the evidence, calling out media manipulation, and even hinting at political motivations. It's the kind of defense that aims to sway both the court of law and the court of public opinion. Still, the reality is that the charges are stacking up like a Jenga tower ready to collapse. Every new witness, every leaked document, every courtroom revelation seems to push Diddy closer to the edge. And with Trump's high-profile demand for the maximum sentence, the pressure on the legal system just skyrocketed. Here's the thing. Celebrity trials aren't just legal battles, they're cultural events. They expose the cracks in our justice system, the double standards, and the way public perception can shape reality. And in this case, with Trump's voice booming over the whole process, those cracks are more visible than ever. So, what happens next? Well, the court still has to make its official ruling. And no matter what Trump says, the judge will have the final word. But it's hard to ignore the fact that when someone like Trump speaks, it shifts the conversation and maybe even the outcome. If Diddy gets the maximum sentence, this case could set a new precedent for how celebrities are treated under the law. If he doesn't, it could spark an even bigger debate about influence, power, and accountability in America. Either way, one thing's for sure. This isn't just another celebrity scandal. It's a showdown between fame, politics, and justice. And it's playing out right in front of us. So buckle up, because the final chapter in this saga is going to be one for the history books. If you want to stay updated on this case and other explosive stories like it, make sure to subscribe now. You don't want to miss what happens next.